Hello and welcome. I am Lisa and this is my channel Cross by Floss, where I chat about my love of cross stitching as well as life blabbings. I am so happy you are here. It is week 4, the final week of Nora November, and I am so thrilled. I love Nora November. If you are here because you saw the title of Nora November and you are new to my channel and you're wondering what in the heck Nora November is, I'm going to give you a little synopsis of it, but I do have a couple of playlists, one being Nora November, and I do talk about what Nora November is in a Nora November actually titled video. And then I have 2 other playlists, Mira Love and Mira May. And and I will link all of those down below. But essentially, what is Nora November? Nora November to me is, I have a love of Nora Corbett patterns, and she has 2 lines, Mirabilia's and Nora Corbett's. Both are absolutely gorgeous. Both are different in certain ways. And I do my version of Mira May, and have for a few years now. And like I said, that playlist will be linked below. But I also have a lot of Nora Corbett patterns that I have either kitted up or I've collected because I love them, or something comes out and it just, inspires something in me that I really would love to have stitched. And so I've accumulated a lot of Nora Corbett patterns as well as Mirabilia patterns. And I just was not putting many stitches in them. And so what I was like, what can I do that would be the same as Mira May for me, but actually get some stitches in on Nora's. And November was coming up and I was like, oh, ding, ding, Nora November, that sounds like a great idea. And the best part was they are 6 months apart, May to November. And so there was kind of like this span that I didn't really have, like, I have whips that I go through, and not necessarily that, I'm going to pull out something new to start stitching, because I do have a lot of whips. And I need to get some of those finished. And so I was like, oh, what a perfect excuse to get out, or not an excuse, but a perfect opportunity to get out the Noras and get stitching on them. So because there are 4 Mondays in November, I have many of my Noras are kitted, not all of them, but many are kitted, being that they have either the floss and the fabric, the floss beads and fabric, or they have they have everything, the petite treasure braid in place of Krynic, the Caron water lilies, if that's what they call for, etc. And some of them just strictly have enough for me to get going on the pattern, being the floss, the DMC. And that is what actually most of this year's Nora November has been. I have bought some of the Caron water lilies or the petite treasure braids, but they're in other kits. And then beads, and I bought a plethora of beads, and so I should be able to find beads that go with many of the patterns. But anyways, so that's, and then what I do is on Monday I will choose something. Sometimes it is intentional for a reason, because that week is important or something is happening that week, or it's just because, like, I really want to do it. And there's so many of them that I really want to do. Sometimes it's hard to choose, so I just kind of do a close the eyes and pick something out. And that's kind of what I did with several as well this week, or this month, because I have a lot, and they're just, they're so awesome. Anyways, this one's kind of an intentional one. And so, okay, so that really is what Nora November is for me. And then what I do is on Mondays, we'll pick out one, and then I will do a vlog style throughout the week, showing the progress of the night before or the day before. And then on Saturday, I will just upload the whole video with the progress of the 5 days, so that hopefully that inspires others to also get out their Noras, and to see that even if you have a little, some days I have a short amount of time to stitch. Other days I have a lot of time to stitch. Some days I might just get in one strand of floss, and truly that has happened. So, you know, but that you are able to see some progress in 5 days, and it can be little, it can be large, but it's okay because it's progress. And so that is kind of how I hope that Nora November kind of inspires others. And what is really cool is I've got some FlossTube friends in the community, as well as Instagram friends in the community, who are also coming on to and doing Nora November as well, which I think is so awesome. One of my friends, Janet Jabber, she's got Tiger Lily. Oh, she's so lucky. She's got Tiger Lily. So if you would like to see, she's an OOP, which is an out of print pattern. And she was very fortunate to be able to borrow it from another friend and in the community. And so you should go and see her progress on her channel. Another friend, I have many friends, and I don't want to miss anybody, but oh my gosh, if you just type in Nora November on Instagram, you will see that hashtag. You will see people who are doing some Nora Novembers. Sarah, Memphis Sarah E, she has done quite a few Nora November patterns as well, and just so many of my friends in the community, and I'm just so thankful that you all think that Nora November is a fun thing to do, so, and a great opportunity to get out our Noras. All right, so all that to say, man, that was a little longer than I thought. All that to say, what am I doing for Nora November week 4? I'm on 4. This is a pattern, and I guess I saved this one for last. It's funny because I've had it, and I've had it kitted, and I've wanted to, you know, kind of get it out. And I thought about it week 1, I thought about it week 2, I thought about it week 3, and I guess I saved it for week 4 because it is Mr. Darby's house, and this is the Holiday Village series. And I just thought that it was very fitting for the end of this month, because we are legit getting snow. It's only been sprinkling of snow for the last couple of days, but it is cold. It is cold here. And so I guess I saved it because first I must have known that it was going to snow in the end of November. I don't know. But I love houses. Oh man, I have a lot of stories. I grew up in a very, I grew up in a 1901 house. It was built in 1901. I love the old houses. I love the little quirks. I love the niches that there's in them, the niches, yeah. You know, the little alcoves, the beautiful ceilings, the beautiful woodwork. Like I love old homes. And anytime I'm able to visit a new city, I don't always, but I do try to find like the historical home that you get to go through. I'm fascinated by them. And I just love houses. And I'm just really thrilled that Nora has, I think, 2 lines. Is it 2 lines? Maybe it's just the one. I'm not sure. I didn't honestly look it up. But I know that there's a Holiday Village series, well, obviously, because it's this one. But then I want to say that there's more, because there's a bunch of houses. And I've been slowly collecting all of them. I think they're beautiful. So this is the one that I'm going to do, Mr. Darby's house. And it is called for on a 32 count Star Sapphire linen by Witchold. I don't have Star Sapphire. And this seems like kind of a very bluey green color to me. This does not have, so here's the thing about the houses that I learned, and I did not realize this when I bought them. I should have looked. I didn't. It does not really make that big of a difference to me though. Their floss list, not very big. Their Krynic and or Karen water lilies, a lot bigger. Their beads, oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, so for this one, it's got 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 DMC floss. That's it. It's got 1 Caron water lily. It has 4 Krynics. It has 5 packs of Mill Hill beads and 1 pack of treasures. That's a lot for a Nora Corbett pattern. So, you know, normally you see that in a Mirabilia, much bigger floss list though, DMC floss list. So it's very surprising. And when I was looking at some of the other houses that I had and how many like Krynics were on there, I was like, oh, what did I do to myself? It's okay. All right, I am going to do it on this. Oh, you cannot see that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to actually do it on this piece, and it does not look like this, but it is called Stony Point, and it's a 16, oh, I had to check. It's a 16 count Ada by, I don't know who it's by. It's stiff. It's, you know, this is kind of the Ada that I started out, you know, buying from my L&S Threadneedle Street when I first started stitching, and when she would have like end cuts or whatever, you know, pieces off the bolt, excuse me, she would bag them, and for not a lot of money. And so I would buy like a bunch of them because I was like, oh, I'll try that color. Oh, I'll try that color. And they've been in my stash forever. So I'm like, oh, I gotta get them out. So I thought this would be a good color, I think. It's kind of a, it's not showing the good representation of, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, see? I think that will look really nice. It's kind of a greeny gray color. So I thought that would look nice. And then here are the flosses. -1. I have to get to my flosses. But I'm 38, 23, I think it is. It's the color of the lights in the house. And so I do have that one, but I didn't pull it out yet. So this is most of the colors, the DMC colors for this pattern. So I think that it's gonna look great. See, I think that they're gonna look great on this. There's a lot of Dawn Marie. I did it again. There's a lot of white. There's actually 2 skeins of white in this pattern. A lot of white. It's okay, it's gonna be fine. Anyways, that is what I've got for week 4. I am very excited to get started on this today. I'm going to actually go and iron this because it's probably been folded like this for 5 years or more, legitimately. So I'm gonna go and see if I can't soften it up a little bit and iron some of those creases out. As another commenter, which I love your comments, you guys. I love your comments. I'm slowly getting through the comments, and as I have a minute here and there, I try and go in and respond to the comments. Please keep the comments coming. I love them. But one of my commenters, it said, is it difficult to stitch in creases? And typically, no, I don't find that it's a problem, but I do recognize that potentially later when it gets finished, some millennium, that hopefully I'm still alive in, that I do recognize that it might be very hard to stretch, frame, and look okay if somebody can't get those creases out, because I don't do my own framing. I don't do my own pinning for sure yet. I'm working on it. But, so I think for this one, I'm gonna go and iron out those creases, and this will be one that maybe won't have a problem in the future. Okay, anyways, I will see you soon for today's progress. I hope you all have a really great day. See you soon. Hello and welcome to day 1 of week 4 stitching on Nora November. And as a reminder, I am working on Mr. Darby's house. So nice. And I did get a little bit of progress in last night. I think I got the window. I think that's the window. Yes. I got the upper middle window in yesterday. So not bad progress. Look at that. Not bad progress. And I did iron my fabric. I know. That's amazing. I don't typically iron. But the wrinkles, I used Best Press, and the creases came out no problem at all. It was great. And it made my fabric smell nice too. But yeah, so I was excited to see that progress yesterday, and I am excited to get some progress done today. I don't know, it's going to be a busy day. Miss Flora has a vet appointment, and it's a 2-hour drive both ways, so an hour each way. And so I'll be in the car for a while. It eats up a lot of day. So anyways, yeah, so hopefully I will get something done to show you. So I will be back shortly. Well, hello and welcome to day 2 stitching, week 4 of Nora November. And that is what she looks like. Well, the house looks like. And this is what I got done. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's what I got done. So I actually finished the window minus back stitching. There's some back stitching, but all of the leftover bits are either Krynic or beads. So, and I do the treasure braid and Krynic and beading at the end. And so, as well as the back stitching, I just find it easier for myself. I guess depending on how big the piece is and how much there is. But in this pattern, there is a lot of Krynic / petite treasure braid, which I will turn, I turn Krynic into petite treasure braid as much as possible. So, so there's a lot in here. And so I'm going to enjoy the stitching first. All right, I am looking forward to whatever progress gets done today, and I will be back shortly to show you today's progress. See you soon. Hello and welcome to day 3 of week 4 of Nora November and the progress today. And as a reminder, I am doing Mr. Darby's house. And man, I tell you, I am actually getting some stuff done. And I started some white because there's a lot of white. So that is last night's progress, or yesterday's progress. Did a little each time. So, but yeah, I'm pretty impressed. And I think like the white is popping off of this. All the colors so far are popping off of here. Great. So I don't think that this fabric is a problem at all. So anyways, that is the progress of yesterday, and I look forward to being back with you shortly to see today's progress. And tonight, of course, is the Seahawks game. Forget who they're playing, but you know, Thursday night football. I've got my shirt on. Go Hawks. Hello and welcome to day 4 stitching on week 4 of Nora November and doing Mr. Darby's house. And oh my goodness, I am getting, oh, let me take that off of there. I am getting so much done. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am, look at how great that white pops off of there. So this is, it was a middle start, and this is the middle window of the pattern. Let's see here. Wee. And then I started working myself over to the left-hand side. Is that right? Yes, when you're looking at the picture, left hand. Anywho, That's what I've gotten done so far. And I think it's looking spectacular. Oh my gosh, I am loving it. Not gonna love how much devil floss is in there, but yeah, because there's a lot. Oh man, there's a lot. But it is coming together really, really nicely. I kind of want to work down today, down in here, and start getting started on that tree that's in the middle of the door. You would think that that's a door, right? Oh, I guess it is. Maybe that's a foyer. Okay, this is what I'm going with. This is the foyer of the house, so it's an all glassed door that you can see straight through. Do you guys love homes like that? I totally do. And so in the middle of the foyer is this beautiful tree. And it kind of yeah, it makes sense. It's December 1st today and the last day of the week. Well, not the last day of the week, but in my week of November and for stitching. And so it would be kind of fun to get down there. I'm gonna see if I can. All right, I will see you soon for today's progress, and until we meet again, quickly. Hello and welcome to the final day of progress for week 4 of Nora November. And as a reminder, I've been working on Mr. Darby's house, which is part of the, oh gosh, is it the holiday houses? I don't remember, and the pattern is in my room. So anyways, but I got some progress in last night, or yesterday actually. I did a little bit of stitching here and there all day yesterday, which was kind of nice. So yesterday I know that I had mentioned that possibly I would start working down here where the door is that leads into the foyer and shows a big Christmas tree. And when I started looking at my pattern, I was like, oh, no, I want to continue on and get to the edge of one side. And so that's kind of what I did. So I just picked, a color and of thread and just worked it and continued until that color was no longer used in the area. And so, excuse me. So this is the window on the one side, and when the back stitching goes in, it will make it look, oh, so much nicer. And then I just, picked a color and used it until either I ran out of space or the color was done. And so that's pretty much what I did. There's a little bit more to the edge. I have not quite completed the edge. There's some white that goes across here, and there's some snowflakes and things. And then down along here, there's a trellis, tree trellis, and then the fence starts. So like this here, see the tree trellis, and then the fence that goes across here. And so that's what I've gotten done in 5 days. Not bad stitching, as I've picked it up here and there, and it is what it is. So I hope that you enjoyed Nora November as much as I did, and that it inspired you to either get out your Nora Corbett patterns and stitch on them, whether they are a whip or a new start, and even a Mirabilia. I mean, Nora Corbett is the designer behind both lines, and so if you don't have any Nora Corbett's, then I hope that you picked up a Mira. Several of my friends in the community jumped on Nora November, which I think is just so wonderful, and I love watching the progress of different Noras, and even seeing new Noras. And that's the other thing, the reason why I do Nora November is to get patterns out that I don't typically see being stitched on throughout, whether, floss tubers just aren't doing those ones, or, I personally don't see very many houses being stitched, or some of the lines, you see the witch line, the her witches, you see those a lot. And but there's so many others in the Nora Corbett line. Like every other month she releases two Nora Corbett patterns, and that's a lot, you know, that's 12 a year. And so there's a lot to choose from, which next year, because this year's in the books, and so next year I will have potentially 12 new ones to choose from, as well as whatever I have in my stash, which I have a lot. And actually I'm already looking forward to next year, and I have a couple that I think one I'm gonna get some very interesting fabric for, so I'm hoping. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and as much as I did, and that you are looking forward to seeing maybe what's coming up next in the next Mira May and Nora November. So all right, well, it is December 2nd already. I cannot believe that. We are going to, Mr. G does not know this yet, but we are going to go and get our Christmas tree on Monday when he comes home. And because Mommy really wants a real live tree. We've had our fake one up for a couple of years, and I would like to get back to having a real tree. So we're just gonna go to the nursery and see what they have already cut, and call it good. So we're gonna go do that on Monday. And so for the month of December, I hope that you and your family celebrate the way that you choose and is meaningful to you, the traditions that are meaningful to you, and that you have a really, really spectacular and wonderful December. And I will be back later in the month to do a regular type video, and as well as share my plans for 2024. And I think they're good ones. I think they're good ones. All right. I hope you all have a really wonderful rest of your week. And until we meet again, hugs and stitches to you all.